What happened, beta? How was your exam?
I'm not good. That pretty much it. No, right now. Not be single of husband.
You had no exam in between.
7 days would be routine on that more than 20.
No, but there is also there have been no exams. Sure. How come? No exam are not for 40 marks.
Are they with for those who science we might see?
Only science and maths. What was that?
Are they?
RA means?
Means that तुमने fail कर उसका subject continuity कर सकते हैं. वो 40 marks के पेपर में 14 और आने पास हुई. fail अगर तो उसका subject continue नहीं कर सकते. ये करना पड़ेगा. तो वो एक science वालों की science maths computer application.
We are not taking science maths.
मैं computer नहीं है. So मैं करूँगा.
Today is the 9th May, no? For
It's last.
I have an extra target to.
Okay. आगे लोगों का तो नहीं मालूम. हम फ्राइडे के दिन आए थे तो जब से आया फ्राइडे के दिन. जब शॉप में ही थे बस फ्राइडे के दिन.
Their exams are over now, right?
हम लास्ट तो सैटरडे.
So today all will be present.
मेरे सितंबर 8 से चालू हुई है.
Hello, I'm thinking after a long time. After 2 classes, I guess. 2 weeks I'm seeing. Huh? In language, we have I understood 2 days now. 1 day we did, last week he was also not present. Only Shobit was present in the last class. We did Skimble Shanks the railway. We did it in the last class. Okay, that was done and we did picture composition, I guess, right?
Literature.
Literature is under railway card. Today we were completing the ninth school.
I'm really that means to get the kills. People send us to the office. And it's like
We'll do it and first let me finish it then.
lecture.
We have 2 lectures, I mean. In both the classes, we will be.
People will extend.
All of us can be.
मेरे तेरे चालू है सितंबर 8 सितंबर में हमारा पोर्शन भी खत्म हो जाएगा ना स्कूल में तो आईसीएसई में पढ़ता है कोई कैसे भाई आईसीएसई में इसलिए बोलना बोलते हैं
When we start,
that is just anyway yes
BS is an act,
different
only it's done actually.
हम ये कहते हैं कि पेपर था जो लिखी है नहीं ये लिखने नहीं देता
Hey, what about you? Your junior civil exam is over? Next Tuesday.
I'm literally my Julius Caesar my question paper now we have 100% for my EP
Oh, really?
yes no I am a Julius Caesar and I remember I get it from my colleagues
Very cool. Because the questions which are given over here is the monitor or English question papers. That is why you choose that there. There is a chance you get common, even if you don't get common, but it can be similar, you get similar.
हमारा यूपी में पोस्ट खत्म हो जाएगा तब मेरा पहला टर्म रहेगा
Good. Okay, let's begin the ninth day. Meeting exits for Juliet Food. Juliet see the name of the you can see whenever there is food.
लेकिन लेक्चर पे देख सकते हैं अगर समझ
Whenever they, so they were not present in the last class, so after we do this, right, then, and we them about the railway line. The railway line. And we have finished that 1, 3, 1 and 2, right? And then yes. So then today we can get time, 10 minutes. We know it very best, but we go to the question. Okay. So take out. This is the games. You have a telling.
yes
Yeah.
Friday bola physics maka untuk apa ya terus ada physics sampai dah soal masa boleh dicari yang orang asing jadi biasa kan itu ini ada kan ini nama pila tak boleh pilih sama kita pada ini kami kan di tani ini ada ऐसा तो नहीं पता वैसे रहती है बात खाली नहीं है
Okay, let's begin. The lines made written by Auden. What is so let us first read about Auden, read about the poet. Auden, page number 20.
Why?
20, take out page number 20. First we will take up the poet about the poet. Okay. I just I have a long time to read what we need to.
The Christian native Auden was a British American poet. Was born in England in a professional middle class family.
Okay, now he was born in England. That is important because this particular poem is set in the background of England. Okay, better to say Great Britain because Great Britain consists of 3 places, right? England, Scotland, and
London. London.
England is the capital.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I am London. What?
Now, so it is a great detail. Now, it is a night. Okay.
I just have contrast with this. And which English is more difficult to understand? British or British?
No, which is not difficult. Which, pronunciation, they round up the pronunciation and it is difficult.
Actually, I was reading all over this that book. And I was in the 12th chapter and I don't understand. I didn't understand at all what is going on.
Are you reading the modified one or are you reading the original version? Original will be a little difficult because it is old English. But it is old English in the sense, English has changed, the words have changed a lot nowadays, the structure has also changed. Therefore, you will find it difficult if you read the original one. But if you read the modified ones, then you will find it.
That's it. This is the words in the made by somebody. We can also change some words.
Not that way, but there are some words, the usage of those words is maybe not there. Then it makes it difficult to understand.
Yeah, I
I think you are taking the original one. Don't take the original, take the modified ones, the edited versions. The penguin edition, take the editions, take the penguin edition, the modified ones, the edited ones. Then you will find it easier to understand. Okay, this Charles Dickens was written long time back, and now in 100 years there have been so many changes.
I'm then sure.
Even in Hindi, there have been so many
Yes,
changes
ma'am.
in this 100 years. You only able to understand, yeah, in Hindi as well. So the language undergoes evolution. So well, that is there in all the languages. But it is a little difficult to understand that English. So therefore, you simplify, by it is more modernized and
American English accent easily समझ पाना ना तो विदेशी English accent.
accent wise problems happen more in American English. British English accent is much easier to follow. It is more like a case because British had been in India for so long and we speak a lot of British English. Americans follow a different pattern of English and their English accent is very different.
Yeah, passed out 12 standard. They for them past means used.
No, that is passed away.
Other than
Passed away is different, passed out is
Other than we tell that we passed out 12 standard. We tell
passed away. If we say passed away, that means dead.
okay, but it's graduate.
Away.
Any like we say when we passed out 12 for them that is graduated. We use graduated. For them past word is
They
like
use graduate. So there is a difference in that.
yes.
Anyway, so in American English is a little different.
But not
When we use biscuit, they use the word cookies. Right, there is a difference, but more still we will understand these differences, but the problem arises in their when we speak, the accent is used.
British accent.
Not like we say practice in British.
So then, for example, the British say, they say water. Water. Americans say water, water. Water. And they round up more. So because of that, it makes it a little more difficult for us, for Indian. But speaking English.
Ma'am, I remember that one word, ma'am, dense. Like, ma'am, for here, then we use the word dense. Ma'am, dense is the old English word.
Dense, D-E-N-S-E.
Dense.
Dense. It is an old English. You will see dense usage in Shakespeare's works also.
No, madam. So we use dense now or
We don't use novels. This is not wrong, but usually we do not use novels. Let us start. Okay, I will continue. Okay, so here in this particular poem, the British in England, Scotland, all these are very well explained, and it is this particular poem is based in the background of England and Scotland, and it shows there is a mail train which delivers letters and different stuff, goods, the goods train basically, different things at night. during night time. So this was introduced in England in order to increase the efficiency and punctuality of the delivery process. Okay, so that is why, and he has written this particular poem. Actually, you will get to see it when we read. It was actually made for a film. Auden wanted the film to end with a song, and this was actually written for that song, the ending one. Okay, so this is dedicated to the the post office employees who worked so hard so that the letters reach the concerned person on time.
They cross the border to send this mail.
Huh?
They cross the border.
They cross the borders, yes. So, it's a train which delivers letters to
In out of Britain.
the concerned person eagerly waits for those. So it is a connection between people, among people across the borders. Okay, so why do we call it?
Paper mail.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am, it is delivering outside Britain or inside
No,
Britain?
it is delivery within Britain.
I'm saying that like what was the specialty of this?
It is the specialty of this train is that it was started as a nighttime delivery. Okay, it never traveled in the daytime. It never traveled in the daytime.
Night winter.
It traveled in the night time.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not, you know, the lines are clear during that time, therefore it ensures the faster delivery and maintaining the punctuality of its arrival.
And it is there. It is in the last
Sorry?
APMC में
APMC man.
So they wake up at 3 AM and sleep.
मैं 12 बज जाता है.
Speaking English, you continuously speaking English.
Yes, ma'am. I
ये-
was thinking it was very
Speaking carefully.
everywhere.
What happened? Okay.
That's बहुत जल्दी है, बहुत जल्दी है.
Night winter.
What happened? You got stuck in the rain? How was your exam? Show me your paper. Why did you
And I was like,
Why you should have brought it? Next class. Okay. How was your paper there?
लैंग्वेज हमको जरा देखना कि हम लैंग्वेज में समरी राइटिंग में अगर एक आर्टिकल छूट गया तुम्हारा तभी मार्क्स आते हो तब मैं एक कंपोजिशन है अगर तुम पूछे कि what is
That is a
which line means like this पैसे से निकालना है पैसे में मैम एक आर्टिकल छूट गया देखो
after a long time today we have house school. Okay. Maybe. Right. Okay. So this tree, the night snail, it is in this night snail, the name of it, it travels at night. So this is actually symbolic of the connectivity among the people. Okay, the need for connectivity, the importance of connectivity among the people. Yeah, continue.
he attended various English independent or public schools and studied English at Christ Church, Oxford. After a few months in Berlin, he was teaching in British private preparatory schools. They then traveled to Iceland and China to write books about his journeys. 1946, he became an American citizen, retaining his British citizenship. He taught in American universities until the end of his life. He wintered in New York and summered in
Satan.
Berstetten, Lower Austria. Some of his
Whenever there is a full stop, stop there. So Lower Austria will not elongate it. So what would you say? Lower Austria. Will come down. Correct.
some of his best known poems are about love, such as Funeral Blues, on political and social themes, such as September 1, 1939, and the shields of Achilles on cultural and psychological themes such as the age of anxiety. A nightmare.
Now it's good.
Nightmare.
Now from here, it is important. Now, what is the origin of the nightmare called?
It is actually
Called?
for a movie. I mean, the movie actually last. There was.
Last- It is written over here. Continue, read.
The nightmare originated from the desire to produce a movie film that would serve as a public face of modern trustworthy postal system. In addition to boosting the low morale of postal workers at the time.
Okay, so underline this part. So nightmare originated, now this part is very important. Nightmare originated from the desire to produce a film that would serve as the public face of a modern, trustworthy postal system, in addition to boosting the low morale of the postal workers at the time. So during the time, there is something must have happened wherein there was low morale of the postal workers. What does it mean?
I'm like they were not giving much
Yes, importance, and they were not very confident also. Okay, so straight. So they were not very, they were not regarded to be that important in the society. So in order to bring the importance of these postal workers, this particular documentary film, it was actually a documentary movie, was made. And he wanted to end that documentary with a song, and this poem was written for that purpose. Okay, so it is dedicated to the postal workers, the importance of the postal workers, the hard work that they are doing to ensure that the letters reach the concerned person on time is what we focus on. And also it shows the importance of connectivity and how the nightmare serves that importance. Okay?
And there were remote rays during the night.
What is the night mean?
Mail means train, night train means a train which travels at night, and it is a goods train basically, which used to, not exactly a goods train, but it is not a mail train. Mail means letters, mail means letters, right? We say email, what is email? Letter, which is
Electronic mail.
electronic mail, right? Letter which is forwarded through using electronic device, right? Otherwise, normal mail means letter. Right, mail itself means letter. So, delivering the train which delivers letters. Okay, so from one part of the country to the other part of. Okay, so it is this night mail connects the entire country, forwarding from one part to the other.
And this is before the invention of Leo.
When was invented when?
1900.
No, it is after that. But during, they were very expensive during that time. Within the country, they would never use plane.
Train and coaches,
Yes, and lots not more handicap. Okay, continue.
Nightmare 1936, revised 1966, is a poem by W.H. Auden, written in 1935 as a verse commentary for the final minute started documentary film of the same title, Nightmares.
That's my book.
Director Harry Watt and Basil Wright, 1936. Produced by GPO General Post Office Film Unit, in which Auden was employed at the time as an assistant director.
Okay, so he was there as an assistant director also in the documentary film based on the post office employees. Right, so it was dedicated to them and he wanted to end it with a poem, with a song, so that is why the poem was written.
He paced it to match the rhythm of the train's wheels with a stopwatch in order to fit it exactly to the shot. It is celebrated as a classic example of film soundtrack works in English. It also it first describes the arrival of the night train. This being the L&S Postal Special Express from London, Houston to Aberdeen via
Via means through.
prior to Glasgow and Edinburgh.
Okay, so it starts from London. Okay, to Aberdeen. So London to Aberdeen, that is the way. The path of the train. In between, whatever places it crossed. For example, Glasgow and Edinburgh were also written over here. Okay, so what is the scene over there? What are the people doing? How is the sky? How is the place during that time? So everything is explained as the train is moving from one corner of the country to the other corner of the country.
So what it is that this is written for a documentary of film.
This is written as the ending to the documentary movie on the post office envelopes. Okay,
There is some postal workers.
postal office. Okay, good. Continue.
Then,
Across the Scottish border
across the Scottish border, making for Glasgow and the country.
as a country sleeps. Why is the country sleeping? Because
People with the
so when everybody is sleeping, they are doing all the hard work. And that is what he wanted to
But I'm just saying during the
And
day.
you can see that, the rhythmic pattern of this particular on this aspect will, as it, when he composed it and when he made it into a song. Because actually, if it is, you will get a, hint as if the train is moving. And you will see the verse, it starts with the first, second, third verses are almost same. This verse is very long. So he has written in such a way that at the initial phase, the train is running and gradually towards the end, it slows down and the verse is long. Okay, but the moment it is long, the speed slows down. So it is imagined that finish. And then the final one stop. Okay, right, great.
But there are people who work in the night mail. They also work during the day, or they don't take it.
They will say-
Sleep during the daytime and then they work during the night. Like night shift.
You want to say that they are doing the hard work in the night because they are sleeping in the daytime. What one say, right? So it's balanced.
Yes, I
Maybe they were working in the daytime also at times.
know.
Continue.
This is the nightmare crossing the border, bringing the check and the postal order. Letters for the rich, letters for the poor. The shop at the corner and the girl next door. Putting up a bit of a
Baytalk is also the name of a place.
steady climb, the gradients against her, but she's on time. Past cotton grass and moonlight boulder, shouldering like steam over her shoulder, snorting noisily as she passes silent miles of woodland grasses.
Okay, so see, there is a particular pattern as if the train is moving. The motion of the train is reflected over here to the rhyming pattern of the poem. See, I'll read it again. Shh, what happened? I'll read it again. This is the night's mail crossing the border, bringing the check and postal order. Letters for the rich, letters for the poor, the shop at the corner and the girl next door. Pulling up with her, a steady climb. The gradients is against her, but she's on time. Past cotton grass and mold and boulder, shoveling white steam over her shoulder, snorting noisily as she passes silent miles of wind-bent grasses. Got it? The rhythmic sound of the train is exactly reflected in this particular poem. So she has written the poem keeping that in mind, the motion, the movement of the train. It's a very beautiful composition. It is one of the master classes, people say. Okay, now the question for you.
But I want to write the meaning of this poem in a book.
Notebook you have not brought? No.
They-
Yeah, what have you brought in your
Volume.
Huh?
Volume and.
volume, you don't know volume. It's everything is written in the volume. Which volume have you brought?
One.
Never. Yeah.
But it was mentioned that today we have lines.
Yeah.
Last time I did not.
अरे but होटल में लिखा है
I was saying no topic aside.
इधर देखो तो हमने
No topic aside.
हाँ मैं actually
मैं कभी चेक किया था
अभी आने से पहले
तो अभी मैंने चेक किया था भाई लिखा था वहाँ पे 9 क्लियरली लिखा था मैंने चेक किया लेकिन मालूम से नहीं है अरे तो बहुत
बस
चल सॉरी
Take a sheet of paper from someone and write. Everything is written in a volume. Okay, we will read from the volume, no problem. Right.
birds turn their heads as he
Wait. No, that's wait. Your question. Why do you think that the poem begins with this?
what this I
This is
show
the
you
nightmare crossing the border.
uh,
And because the poet wants to say that
If I say this is the nightmare, crossing the borders, so what does it do? Let's start very good.
this is the indication that this is a mean to which the letters are given to some specific person.
To draw the attention of the reader to the nightmare. This is the nightmare. The moment you do that, then the focus is on the nightmare. To draw the attention to the nightmare. Correct? Fine. Next question for that. Now, what all things are carried in the nightmare?
On the check,
Adam, sit straight.
on the check and the postal orders,
Then,
letters for both rich and poor.
what does it mean? Why is it written letters for both rich and poor? What does it signify?
And it signifies that there was no discrimination of poor or rich criminal.
So it is meant for everybody. So the nightmare carries things for everybody. And everyone irrespective of any caste or
Religion
yeah, the
nature.
society. So the society is equally
Equally
given attention and importance. Right? So the nightmare gives importance to everyone irrespective of their socio-economic background. Right? That is important. Okay? Continue now. Okay, now tell me the meaning of the word gradient. What is the meaning of the word gradient? What happened? You're not feeling well today? What
I'm
happened?
mixing two things.
No. Gradient means the degree at which the road goes up. The steepness. The degree at which the road moves up. Okay, that is known as gradient. Now, the train is moving up. Right? So it is actually the gradient is against her. Correct? So the angle is against her because it has to go against it has to go upside. Yes, it is making a steady uprise. Right?
Climb.
Yes, steady climb. So it is going against the gravity. Right? Okay. So the gradient is against her, but she is on time. So what does it speak about?
But that is punctuality.
Punctuality.
but
It's about the punctuality. Okay, fine. Past cotton grass and more than boulder, shoveling white steam over her shoulder. What is shoveling white steam? What do you
And
mean by
the white shape coming out. The gap begins.
the smoke that
The
is
smoke that is out and burn. And the
steam
steam
engine. So here we get steam engine. Right? So the smoke coming out over her shoulder. Smoke coming out over her shoulder. Snorting noisily as she passes. Now who snort? Usually the animals snort. For example, usually animals, usually that is associated with the animals, the horse, before they start running, the leap that it takes, it snorts first. And then it starts. Okay, so it makes the snorting noise. Okay,
not
silent noise, snorting noisily as she passes, silent miles of wind bent grasses. Now here, silent miles of wind bent grasses means the grasses are bent because of the wind.
Wind.
Okay,
Because
it is crossing the silent grass. Okay, they are silent. The silent miles of grass, that means over here actually the word silent should go for the grasses. Miles and miles the grass covered land. So here we get the background.
And there was absolute silence in the back.
There is absolute silence because it is night.
Right.
the wind is bending the grass and it is crossing those silent grasses, and miles after miles, the field is covered by such grasses. Clear? Okay, fine. So here we get the image of a countryside. Yes or no? There is no industry over here, right? Why am I thinking on that? Because we will gradually see the advent of industry also. Okay, so the place from where, the initial place from where it starts, what is the name of that place?
London.
Okay, London, and then it crosses, when it crosses through the beautiful nature amidst nature landscape, right? Just filled with grass. Now that's beauty.
Bird and then birds turn
And that's just 1 minute, sorry, I just interrupt you once again. Troubling white sting over her shoulder. So as
So
it is
then
running,
coaches behind her.
yes. So as it is running forward, the smoke is going backward because the wind, and it is crossing also the silent bent grasses miles after miles. You can actually visualize the picture. So what is used over here?
Imagine.
No.
Image.
Not you say imaginary, it's imagery. Visual imagery. And
Visualization.
snorted noisily will be auditory imagery. Yes, of course. The entire poem is a personalization of the tree.
And it is given in female quality.
Right? So it is a female character. Correct?
Again, are the grasses personified?
No.
Because they are given.
Ah, we can say because they are the silent grass.
Say something.
Yes. Continue.
Birds turn their heads as she approaches, stare from the bushes at her blank-faced coaches. Sheepdogs cannot turn their paws
Son her both.
to turn her paws. They slumber on with paws across. In the farm she passes, no one wakes, but a jug in the bedroom gently shakes.
Birds turn their heads as she approaches, stare from the bushes at her black-faced coaches. Sheepdogs cannot turn her course, they stumble on with paws across. In the farm she passes, no one wakes, but a jug in the bedroom gently shakes. So what happens? Now as she passes, the birds quickly turn their head as she approaches because there is a noise.
Noise.
And there's
So
a
they
Howly देगा.
here also, maybe here also imagery. So we are able to visualize the picture. They turn their head to see the train approaching. Stare from where? From the bushes. So they are in the bushes. They stare from the bushes at her blank-faced coaches. So those coaches are not why blank-faced.
And because there is a male and no person is traveling there.
Yeah, there are no people. That is why it is blank-faced coaches, right? So they stare at the blank-faced
But
coaches.
if someone will be traveling.
Yeah, that is okay.
Maybe driver.
That's what I meant by that.
Or the enjoyment of the curiosity.
Continue.
Sheep,
Sorry, wait. They slumber on with paws across. As a sheepdogs cannot turn her course. What do the sheepdogs do the moment it approaches? Can it change the course of the train? It can. They will have to run along the train. They cannot interfere in the or intervene the course of the train. Right? Okay, so the sheepdogs cannot turn her course. They slumber on with paws across. Right? Slumber means sleeping.
they sleep.
Yes. So it cannot, when they are, you must have seen dogs and sheep, they often fall asleep in the back of the train, right? So they have to get up and change their place because they cannot change the course of the train,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Okay, if they are sleeping in between the course of the train, so they have to wake up and
They have to sleep along it. Okay.
Never train the food.
In the farm, she passes, go and wash your face and come. In the farm, she passes on no one, she passes on, sorry. In the farm, she passes, no one waits, but a jug in the bedroom gently shakes. What does it mean?
It means that when we pass it, the silence is so absolute that no one can even recognize that the train has passed. That
Because they're all engines,
Yes.
right? But
The
the
judge
presence is felt by
Ajay.
the judge, because the judge shakes with the vibration of the train.
Now, when
The train
if
sits.
they understand the sound coming out the train, and this like on which comes out when the smoke comes out. So even if they understand that then also they know that it is of their no use or no harm, it's not going to harm them. So they just
Whatever it is, yes. So they are in sound, they are sound asleep, right? So they ignore, I mean, they don't get to hear it. So when they are sleeping, they are doing the house work. Now, Adam Beach.
Dawn session, the climate turn. Down towards Glasgow she descends. Towards the street of Gelpina of the Lake of Grace. Towards the field of apparatus, the furnace. Furnaces.
The
Set on
furnaces, yes.
the set on the dark plain like the Olympic destiny. All Scotland and waits for her. In the dark plain beside the pale green sea, logs men long for you.
Locksmith flames, okay, sea flames, okay. So what does it mean? Dawn freshens come. Dawn freshens means, what is
Dawn is coming.
dawn is early morning.
Early morning.
Early morning, right? So the train has already traveled almost the whole night. And now dawn approaches.
the ending of the journey.
Okay, so the dawn approaches.
But the Scotland is still there.
Now let's see, it has to still travel a long distance. The climb is done. It was climbing up, do you remember?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
gradient was against him,
Yeah.
against, sorry, so now the climbing is over.
What is a gradient means?
Like the angle of,
The slope, radius slope.
yeah, the angle of moving up, the angle. Okay, that is one of the gradient. It is there in physics also, the word gradient. Okay, so dawn freshens, the climb is done. So the climbing up the hill is over now. Down towards Glasgow she descends. Now it has to go down to Glasgow. The Glasgow is in Scotland. Okay. Towards the steam charts, yelping down the glade of rain. Now before that, I would like to draw your attention to the use of the sound. You see these two lines, it starts, these two lines start with the and ends also with the sound. I mean, the word, the initial sound. Dawn freshens, the climb is done, down towards Glasgow she descends. Right? So here the sound is repeated in order to in order to show it helps in the transition going down.
Opposite
Opposite,
things,
yes.
and together.
Okay. Towards the steam charts, yelping down the glade of cranes. What then we also see fields of apparatus, furnace, like gigantic chessmen. So what do we get to see? Is there a change in the ground?
Yes, ma'am.
Earlier it was covered with grass.
Glass.
Now what is it covered with?
It is.
Apparatus. What is?
Furnaces.
Furnaces. What does it mean? What is
Field.
industrial sheet,
Treaties.
right? Industrial belt. Scotland has industrial belt, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So it has now entered Irish. What happened? So now the train has entered the industrial belt. Here, so you see some beautiful imageries used. So what all things can you see here? You can see the steam comes, the steam getting from the industries, cranes. You can see kinds of apparatus, furnaces set on the dark plain like gigantic chessmen. What are chessmen?
Men who play chess.
Not chessmen, chess pieces.
Chess pieces.
Pieces.
The chess pieces are known as chessmen. So it looks like a huge chessboard with the chessmen. Why do you think it's compared to chessmen?
Because it is complex, because it is interesting.
Because it is looking same like chess pieces.
Why?
Not
I mean,
because,
what is color?
yes,
not because it,
What is the color of the chess?
because
Black and white.
black and white.
Black and white. It is, dawn is approaching, so little bit of darkness, little bit of light. Right, still there. So darkness, so it is a play of dark and light. So whatever buildings and all can be are visible, they are looking like chessmen. Some white, some black. Understood? Clear? Azam?
Yes, ma'am.
All Scotland waits for her. Here Scotland is also personified, right? The Scotland is waiting for. So waiting eagerly to receive the news from their loved ones, right? Maybe. In the dark glens, beside the pale green sea logs, men long for news. So everyone is longing for the news of their beloved ones, right? Okay. Adam has already read, now Ayush again.
Letters of thanks, letters from banks.
Okay, now this part is easy to understand. What all things does it contain?
Letters from thanks, letters from banks. Letters of joy from the girl and the boy.
So it may be, it is talking about the love letters. Okay, continue.
Accepted bills and invitation to inspect new stock or visit relations and applications for situation and timid lovers declarations and gossip.
Love declarations, okay.
And
So
gossip.
we have later, but it is.
Letter.
Read the letters, but this is for the letters usually contain. Right?
These are the topics.
It can be the letters from father to son. It can be a letter from son to his parents, from daughter to her parents, from the mother to her relatives. Right? It can be from, from a boy to the girl. It can be a check. It can be, which is legally paid for. Right? It can be stocks. Correct? So in those days, everything was hard copy. That was being delivered. Nowadays, everything is through mail.
Also.
Email, I would say, not mail. Email is the correct word. Mail can be any form of letter. Right? The email is specifically referred to the electronic mail. Okay. Now, yes, so it is letter of thanks. It can be invitation cards, right? So all these are written here. What all?
Very invitations. Very invitations.
Very invitation.
So that is
It can be any invitation. Okay, continue.
And gossip.
Letters of thanks from there again.
And gossip from all the nations, news circumstantial, news financial, letters with joy, snaps to enlarge.
Letters.
Sorry, letters with detail, snaps to enlarge.
What happened?
नीचे से ऊपर ही है.
Letters with faces scrawled in the margins, letters from.
Scroll means, what is the meaning of scroll? Letters with faces scrawled in the margin
I'm
means.
not. Fine.
No, in a something which is written. What is the meaning of scroll? Azam, I'm going to ask you all the meaning.
Answer.
Now, scroll means to write something very quickly in a casual manner. So, in untidy and casual manner. Okay. So it can be so all sorts of letters you would find. Okay, different types of letters you would find. Okay.
Letters from uncles, cousins, and aunts. Letters to Scotland from the south of France. Letters of condolence.
What is letters of condolence?
I am very sorry for your problem.
Someone has died.
Yes.
And condolence letter is being.
And very emotional letter on loss.
Sad letter.
Letters of emotion.
Letters of emotions, but usually condolence means
Yes.
someone who has died, who are writing
I am
letters
sorry
of
for
condolence. Sorry.
Letters of happiness.
All those things nowadays we type a message and it goes within seconds,
What's the
fraction of a second, but in those days, just imagine it would probably reach the next day. Okay, a message would reach the next day.
At that time, there were no
Telephones were there, telegraphs were there.
yes, I'm like, I can just check it out.
Who will contain? Continue. Now, to call it a mail train, don't call it a goods train, okay, because the name is science mail. Okay, continue.
Letters from
Wait. Because we
Letters of condolence to Highlands and Lowlands. Letters from overseas.
no notes from overseas.
अरे यार. Notes from overseas. So he writes.
The Hebrides, what is Hebrides? Hebrides is
Place.
islands in the western coast of Scotland. Okay, group of islands in the western coast of Scotland. Okay, continue.
Written on paper of every hue.
What is the meaning of hue?
Ink.
Color. Hue means color. Okay, in different colors it is written. Letters written in different colors. Different shades of letters written in different colors. It is written in different handwritings.
The pink, the violet, the white and the blue, the chatty, the catty, the boring, adoring, the cold and official and the harsh outpouring, clever, stupid, short and long, typed and the printed and spelled of all.
You know, some letters may have long spellings, right? So different types of letters.
You-
Catty, what is chatty means, you know, maybe in a very conversational way that letter is written. Catty in a hurtful way may be written.
You are like that. You
breaks means not interested.
Okay, shall we continue with the?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Fine.
Catty, the rhyme pattern is very, very interesting.
Ma'am, can you tell me?
I'm not starting. The meaning?
Pwede pag daw mo yun, di ba?
After that, I will make everyone right, especially.
Especially you are.
Eka mana wala. Hindi na yun, meron din sa amin.
60 आया.
क्लास में बोल दिया बात वेदा लेटर से अलग नहीं बोला
नहीं but मैं पास करेक्ट.
पता है
हाँ जा टेबल से ये ना जा.
पागल ही हूँ कैसे सच्चाई बता रहा हूँ तेरी तो नहीं को डबी रहना पागल
जब मैं बोला ना 60.
नहीं है हमेशा बता देख पास से कर
अबे 60 नहीं आना ना भाई मैं बात करवा.
Ikaw bata din.
मेरे को मेरे एक ही वैसे नहीं
अबे 60 आया.
Tingin pa yung bilang pinag-duty.
एक ही बात नहीं होती होगी
हाँ एक बात ये.
नहीं होती है तेरी होगी इसलिए क्योंकि इसलिए ऐसे बढ़ा रहा है
अबे भाई मैंने क्या बताया.
हम लोग लास्ट में नॉर्मल थे जैसे जो पढ़ती है ना
कैच भी नहीं आता
अबे
भाई
भाई उसने किधर
Maxi
Don't play inside the class. If
अबे
you want to play, go outside and play. Don't play inside the class.
no then I'm so screwed
I will play with.
अगर कुछ क्या है ना तो तेरे को ये कर देता मुझे तो बहुत इंटरेस्टेड है ये दूसरों का भी फाड़ रहा है जिसका को लिखना है तो ये नहीं रहा
इसका हमारा
ना वर्ड में तो ये सॉल्व कर रहा है पक्का एड्रेस को
अच्छा अभी तो तेरे को मैं सिखाऊंगा. अभी तो तेरे को
क्या
अभी तो
क्या मैंने देखो कि क्या चुका उसने देखो मैम सी दिस
Ma'am, he was telling so much. So I told him, I mean, this is that is ये तेरा सबक है.
Ma'am, as you back home. To make you
So I don't teach him a lesson.
Ma'am, he's putting blame on me, ma'am.
Don't avoid
Ma'am,
it.
I told him don't throw 2 times he did not listen.
Ma'am, now in my exam I got 60. I'm still 15 and I'm ma'am, I marks I also know, na. So what is it
You
from?
write the marks and also given. How much did you get?
But we did not
Okay, ma'am.
understand
In other subjects.
I think you are getting right slowly.
Ah.
So he said it in a paper. But our
How was
teacher,
your English paper?
I'm very good.
but our teacher told that I not this school above 6. Our teacher told. You told it the first time is already, I know that it is very disgusting and I don't like it and I know what it's about.
हमारे टीचर ने बोला था किसने 30 के अबाउट स्कोर नहीं किया सबको 30 के अबाउट है
What?
हम हमारे तारे था मैथ्स का मैथ्स ने बोला इंग्लिश नहीं मैम हम मैथ्स नहीं इंग्लिश में बात कर मैम टीचर told us that in math that no one is scoring above 30 now everybody scored above 30 now 6 people was 40 and 40
अरे some teachers are, and then some teachers they deliberately cut marks now. Just to show that look.
So they do it so that you get more marks in the board exam. That is more joyful. To get more marks in the board exam than getting marks here. I'm not getting.
Yeah, but what is the problem when they tell that the ninth board exam, the exam is also on ninth marks.
Ma'am, but like that, it demotivates me. Actually demotivate होते हैं उससे.
See what they are.
कि मैम अगर ये
And the problem is that when they come back 9 to 10, the main problem is that. अच्छा मैं 10 के साथ compare करती हूँ.
हमारा हिंदी में हम told us
चलो बेस्ट है.
Why is it best
शाम
of-
को कम से ऐसे को बोल रहा है चैनल से चलो.
हिंदी से भी पूछ हमने कंपेयर किया चिल्ड्रन हाउ डू यू हाउ इज परफॉर्मेंस इन 10 मैंने पढ़ा है तू को वेदांत से पूछ सबसे पूछ मैम
Ma'am, my one teacher told ma'am, if you're doing it now only in 9, then how will you do it 10? Now only if you're scoring like this type of marks, how will you do it 10? So he's telling, oh ma'am, अच्छी है, तू ये सब बोल रहा है. Ma'am, she is my class teacher, I know what she said.
She is my mostly journal teacher.
Also, so you two are in different sections.
Yes,
So that is what I.
तो class teacher है, chemistry teacher है, there is a
मेरी
grade.
chemistry teacher है.
I'm an individual told us sir once you come under my control na ma'am you will go crying from the school you won't come to school when you come under my control is that from English teacher
हमारी class की.
पागल हो जाओ दिमाग मत खराब. मम्मी ने टीचर को डिसलाइक ही डाला है. हर क्लास में ऐसे एक टीचर है, एक टीचर का पूरा ही कर रहे हैं. ये इसका वो डेली रूटीन हो गया है.
Student का करता ही
मैं
नहीं है.
लिमिटेड टीचर्स को ही करता हूँ. तो भाई पूरा स्कूल का स्टाफ टीचर इसे बोलता है, जानता है, पता है को बताए क्यों.
That's it.
I have no one side I have everybody
बड़ा तो समझदार है. That's all. We want to be more data.
ये अमित शाह का लेक्चर कब है?
कल
ओ आई या तो आई मैंने तो कल हिंदी मिलेगा, ज्योग्राफी मिलेगा.
actually in the RD will have the Sam absent.
क्या सच्ची में
Sam absent.
इतना आपसे थी
One.
मिलता
Absent.
हमको 18 मार्क्स के पेपर में
हमारे कल तो पहले पीरियड हिंदी है भाई.
मेरे को टाइम पता नहीं क्यों हमारा पोस्ट खत्म हो जाएगा यूट्यूब में तब मेरा पैरा डाल सितंबर 8 से सेप्टेम्बर
खत्म होके जनवरी का लास्ट से हमारा टेंथ भी शुरू हो जाएगा.
हमारा 8 से चालू होएगा
But यार मुझे समझ नहीं आया यूटी का टेस्ट नहीं है स्कूल पढ़ेगा नहीं.
नहीं तो यूटी का टेस्ट खाते स्कूल का ही होगा.
Sorry.
नहीं समझ आता नहीं से मैंने बता दिया समझा दिया अभी पता आपको बस स्कूल का ही
Maybe tests are usually on Sundays.
टेस्ट. I mean you give it a
That
90
that itself will be a preparation for your.
Yes ma'am but you give it a 90 day. Maybe on every weekend but then
But if you don't get time to study the whole book.
But it-
ma'am but he is
अरे यार तू तुझे कुछ पूछा तुझे कुछ पूछा.
मैं वो लड़की को बोल रहा
हाँ.
हूँ पागल.
I feel like.
It's okay, you decide, you have to do both. So you have to find out a way and
And
balance.
mock test of UTI find that it is very productive because it gives a revision like how the board exam is conducted of the school book.
हम ज्योग्राफी में 10 चैप्टर है हिस्ट्री में 10 चैप्टर है हाँ इसी में है अभी
काफी काफी है।
मैं कब से रहती हूँ
अब तो पूरा
सितंबर जुलाई से सितंबर तक बस 10 चैप्टर है।
10 चैप्टर हो गया हमारे 11 चैप्टर चल रहा है
सप्ताह के बाद हमारे 2 सेमेस्टर मतलब 12 13 चैप्टर हो गए।
थर्ड से हमारी
हमारा 11 चैप्टर चल रहा है जो हाइड्रोस्फीयर डबल सिग्नल
प्रोग्राम ग्रेड आ गया।
हाँ
प्रोग्राम ग्रेड
हाँ डबल सिग्नल हो गया
और देन प्लैनेट्स
हो गया
और स्ट्रक्चर
हो गया
प्लैनेटॉम्स
हो गया
नेचुरल रीजन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड।
वो भी पढ़ेगा
मेरा क्या बोलते हैं ठंडा में जो है
करने में किसमें छुट्टी में
शब्दवेद हड़प्पा वेदिक समुद्र मॉडर्न एम्पायर।
मॉडर्न नेक्स्ट क्या है
मॉडल अभी करा रहे
कौन सा
मुगल एम्पायर
बोले मैं नहीं हूँ
अरे सेकंड के लिए
अरे इसको पूछ रहा हूँ नहीं हुआ नहीं हुआ यार
मैं वो नहीं पढ़ रहा क्यों पूछ रहा है तो आगे क्यों पूछ नहीं रहे थे
बस तेरे को कुछ बोल
इतना बड़ा देख तेरा मेजरमेंट भी मैंने एक बार देखा था इतना बड़ा।
क्या
कुछ नहीं रसगुल्ला
और नाम ये
भूटान
अपने सर
में चलता रहता है।
सर का नहीं सर हमारे मैथ्स
अरे मेरे को आशु को सगा डाला करो मैथ्स में अगर कम मार्क्स आवे ना आशु को सगा मार
आज भी सर करूँ
सर ने बहुत सी बात की
सर सर मैं चिल्लाएंगे सर चिल्लाएंगे
सर चलाएंगे वो मुझे पता
सर समझा रहे थे मेरे को दिन में क्लास टेस्ट में फेल हुए
है
पहले एक क्लास टेस्ट में
अरे फिर पता है आशु तो इसका ट्रिग्नोमेट्री भी सिखाई और पूरा ट्रिग्नोमेट्री भी हो गया फिर फर्स्ट टाइम पूरा पूरा मतलब हो गया
तू बैठ के जाना है कि वन अंदर ही अटका है
इग्नोमेंट कौन से चैप्टर है वो लास्ट
फिर फर्स्ट टाइम फिर फर्स्ट है
बेचारा अभी 2.1 पर ही है 2.2 पर 22.2 है 2.2
क्लास खत्म कर इतना सब करता है फिर इतना आगे कर रहा
अब ना क्लास में आया हुआ है यार पढ़ाई I'm giving one
अब हम ये 2 मिनट और काम करें मैं 2 मिनट और दे दूँ इससे
I'm नहीं
देखो मैं आपको बोल रहा 2 मिनट
I'm but the belt and dream only
But it's already 10 minutes का break, right?
oh I'm fine
Then it's already 10 minutes.
मैं मेलरी में
हाँ
हाँ मैं ड्रिंक
मैं बेलरिंग
मैं वैसे भी काम हम मैं
मैं वैसे
चाहे बच्चे हैं
बस अभी 10 मिनट लगेगा पूरे खत्म हो जाएगा
एक बंदा है हम पूरा टाइम देखेंगे
नहीं हम इसको समरी लिखेंगे मजा आएगा
Okay. Now it's turn. Now whose turn?
मैं मेरा
I'm
वाला है
not
No,
उसका हो गया
Shobit's turn.
I'm Shobit and red sir yes ma'am you're right starting it red
आप स्टार्टिंग में रेडी है ना
The second round, right? After
प्ले ग्राउंड व्हाट इज दिस
दस या
3 लाइन
Thousands of stillness.
3 लाइन 3 लाइन
क्या मतलब है
It's copyright. It will stop it.
ये है टेंटल अलोरिंग ना पूरी पूरी तो आ गया वहां तक पढ़ा था
अरे यार ये सीधे
It's quite all wrong.
Yes, right.
इससे
So the
साल
cold and official in the hearts are cold. So all the emotions, emotional ledger,
and this is the most confusing para
parables to big, long, short, like different ways, printed in different patterns. So different types of letters. Okay, now to bit from here, thousands are still asleep. Now it is dawn time, it's very early morning.
you know it's so thousands are still asleep dreaming of terrifying monsters or of friendly tea beside the bank at restaurants or folds. Asleep in working Glasgow, asleep in Wellset Edinburgh, asleep in Granite Aberdeen. They continue their dreams and shall wake up soon and long for letters. And none will be here the postman's now, without the quickening of the heart. For who can bear to feel himself forgotten?
Okay, it's very, the last part is very, very beautiful. It's very, very touching. Thousands are still asleep, dreaming of terrifying monsters or of friendly tea beside the band at Cranston's or Crawford's. You know, the Crawford's market is very, very famous. So
Which one?
they are dreaming of
Already.
so they are still dreaming. Maybe they're dreaming of a monster, or maybe they are dreaming of having tea beside the bank at the same places. So they are still dreaming. They are still sleeping. Asleep in working Glasgow. So working Glasgow means Glasgow which works, right? Here also personification has been used.
Glasgow is a place.
It's a place in Scotland.
How is that?
Working means over here, people are engaged in different kinds of work. So Glasgow, which is usually working, which is busy during the daytime, it's still sleeping now. Asleep in bed, says Edinburgh, asleep in granite, Aberdeen. So Aberdeen has lot of granite deposits. So granite Aberdeen is also sleeping.
Everyone is sleeping.
Everyone is sleeping, everywhere people are sleeping. They continue their dreams. They continue their dreams and shall wake soon and long for letters. The moment they will be awake,
They will get their letter.
wait
From the loved
for
ones.
Wait for the returns.
for their letters. They will long for their letters, please. They will desperately wait for their letters.
They will have intense desire.
Yes. And none will hear the postman's knock without the quickening of the heart. Whenever there will be a knock on the door from the postman,
Their heart will
beat faster.
So
So,
they are really more curious about the letter sets.
so nobody will open the door without the quickening of the heart the moment they hear the knock on the door from a postman. Right? So since they were eagerly waiting for that, for those letters, therefore, the moment there is a knock on the door from the postman,
The heart starts
beating
beating
fast
due to excitement.
Excitement. For who can bear to feel himself forgotten? That means everybody would love to be remembered.
What is that?
What does letter signify? Letter signifies that someone is
remembering you.
So we all love to get letters because it is symbolic of remembrance, right, Shobit? Yes. So we expect letters from people because we want to be loved, we want to be remembered by others. Right? So who would like to be
So what
forgotten?
is postman?
The postman. The
Ma'am,
postman.
the night is still scanning the
The
letter.
night is it is tribute, it is a tribute to the entire post office department. Yes, postal department, entire postal department. Postal department does not comprise only of the nightmaid or only of the postman. The entire postal department is it is a tribute given to. Okay, it is showing the importance of everyone working in that department. It is a documentary movie, film. Okay, fine.
What
So let's go for the
is the name of the film?
The nightmare, it is a thing.
And if I'm internet to somebody, you can see there's a building.
I don't know, it's. Okay, now. Let us start with the questions, volumes.
Yes, yes.
Somebody first.
It's okay, you can read the summary is already written down.
Yes,
So,
yes.
one time, okay,
Yes, ma'am, actually, it's very hot.
that's why you have to do.
You remember you keep 19 as the temperature.
Ma'am, keep it in 16. 16.
No, it's okay.
Ma'am, keep it 10.
What happened to both of you? For every seat you are arguing.
I get that.
Both of you are at equal things.
We are.
You are in the.
And they both got their papers today.
Ma'am,
It's
there's
okay, I mean, that-
cats and dogs.
Huh?
I think like cats and dogs.
You know, thinking of getting cancer nerves.
Yes, ma'am, her rating heavily.
Okay, let us start with the question answers. Now, before we come to the question answers, write down let us look into the figures of speech used here.
I don't want to.
Okay, now, wait. Now, can you tell me the figure of speech that is used as for the first figure of speech, the most dominant figure of speech? And
Personification,
Yes.
personi.
personification, that is the most dominant.
वो तो already discuss हो चुका है इससे पहले.
Yes. Now the next one, as you said, imagery, that is also discussed. Right? Now let us see, simile is used here.
Yes, ma'am.
There is-
Comparison.
Yes, and also a metaphor used. There is also anaphora used.
What is anaphora?
It means repetition. The letters of this, the letters of that.
Why didn't we?
The a part, see, it can be referred to as repetition, or repetition can be of different types. Here, anaphora is used. What is anaphora? What is a part of the phrase is repeated.
Repetition that's
This figure of speech for wrestling of wheels.
Onomatopoeia.
Also, can they be used for silent wise of wind grasses?
And that is also personification. The grass is silent.
Yes, anaphora or repetition is thanks.
No, can you tell the
But
scheme of
That is a poetic device.
Can
but
you
here-
tell the scheme of this poem? Rhyming scheme of this poem.
There are couplets used. Okay, let us see the rhyme scheme.
Ma'am, ABCD,
Let me speak. Yes.
Then my characters letters of thanks, letters of thanks. Thanks, it is a
So now the rhyme is with the last word of this line to the last word of the previous line.
thanks.
Okay, you see, poor, door, border, order. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, now the letters of, so where is it? The letters for the rich, letters for the poor. So here the word letter has been repeated in two different phrases. Right, so that is known as anaphora. So anaphora
Ma'am,
is
instead of anaphora, can you write repetition?
you can write, but there can be different types of repetition. Here it is anaphora that is used. So a part of the phrase is repeated. Are you listening, Azam?
Ma'am, it's just all written in the volume.
Yes, everything is written. Okay, now there is another figure of speech which is used here, that is enjambment. So, yes, it is known as enjambment.
Enchantment. Yeah.
What is enjambment? Yes, everything is mentioned.
What is
When the scene is given and it continues in the next line.
The line continues, it does not stop in that line, it goes to the next
In the
line
comma.
without any punctuation mark. Okay, so it continues to the next line. That is known as enjambment. Can you find out enjambment used here?
ma'am,
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Sheep dogs cannot turn their coats. They slumber and with paws in
Yes.
Ma'am, this is a straight line.
One sentence which
But
is
they cannot become
different
different
lines. Yes.
Ma'am, also take fast on wait for the jumping fish.
Yes, yes. Okay, so it passes to the next line.
Ma'am, can you tell the meaning of circumstance?
Circumstantial means the the circumstances, the special situations. The gossip about the circumstances or talking about the circumstances. Moorland is a moor is usually a ground. Okay, usually it is moor is usually a ground.
Ma'am, sheep dogs are the normal animal, sheep and dogs.
Yes.
Shoveling is correct. Shoveling.
Shoveling means over here, shovel, it is a kind of, an instrument with which you pick things and then you throw it.
and the it's a
Yes,
sound.
the dirt. So here the word shovel is used more of the, throwing dust, throwing smoke.
Smoke behind the
Back.
shoulders.
Over the shoulders and it's moving back. Okay, so the word shoveling is used in that sense. Now let us.
I'm not one statement now. And when these poets write the poem, do they write the poem keeping in mind that I have to use this figure of speech, or they write it naturally?
No, they write it naturally. Here in this poem, if you do some research work, Auden actually used a stop. It is written over here, I think, stopwatch. He had used a stopwatch.
Time it
Figure time it
to the train.
for the trains went. So time it with the train.
Ma'am,
He had written, he had reframed it like that.
ma'am, page number 23 line, last line, for who can dare to frame himself forward and listen such honors.
No, where is this one? He
For who can bear to feed himself consonant. Consonant because the vowel is sounded again and again.
Yes, assonance is used over here, repetition of the vowel sounds. There is a use of alliteration also. Alliteration is used here. Assonance is also used here. Okay, so a lot of figures of speech have been used here, right? And then where is the simile? Where is the metaphor? Can you give me examples of
Yes,
simile and
ma'am.
metaphor?
Yes, ma'am. But birds turn their head as she approaches. As the comparison to the hair.
Which one?
100.
See here, gradient is against her. Gradient means the angle of moving up. Just like the angle is moving up, similarly the hill is also moving up. So here is a metaphor used.
Stare from the bushes at her blank face coaches.
But that is personification,
No,
right?
no, that is simile.
Immediately.
Comparison the stare of the bushes from at the blank face coaches.
Here the simile used here is this one. Set on the dark way, come to the last two lines of page number 21. Beta, Ayush, what are you doing today?
I am not a drawing.
Hey. Take out page number 21. Set on the dark plane like gigantic chessmen. So here,
There is a
so here
Like
there
or
is
math
a
is
proper comparison. What is a comparison? Just like on the
dark
chessboard, on the chessboard, the different chess pieces are, are
Okay.
kept on the dark, on the black and white chessboard. Similarly, the different apparatus, the industries, they look like the chess pieces on the chessboard. Okay, so there is a comparison and it is a simile because a comparison is used made with the help of the word like. Fine. Okay, so simile is clear. There is only one simile used here, and this is the one chessmen. The comparison that is made with the chessmen, the chess pieces. Okay, right?
Yes.
Personification, the entire form with the personification. Train has been personified, Scotland has been personified. What else has been
No,
personified?
here in the audio is given that stare from bushes that are blank face.
Just given.
Yes, ma'am. In simile it is given. Stare from bushes that are blank face.
Correct, correct. Stare from the bushes at her blank-faced coaches. But how is the simile?
It
There
is
is no line,
comparing the birds to people staring at something.
but there is no usage of the word like. It is more of a metaphor than of a simile. For simile, there has to be like or as. Okay, otherwise it becomes a metaphor. Got it? You can
Now, what is a metaphor?
same comparison without the use of as or like.
I mean, the exaggeration.
The exaggeration.
That is
I
hyperbole.
know.
See, he is wearing a shirt which is as white as milk. It is an example of a simile. If I say he is wearing a milky white shirt,
Metaphor.
same comparison, but the structure is different without the use of as or like. It is only a structural difference. There is no difference in the meaning. Understood? Simile and metaphor, only structural difference. Okay, fine. Boulders.
What is a boulder?
Boulders are big blocks. No, boulders.
Circle shaped block, nothing.
The big stones.
Circle shaped stone.
Okay. Okay, fine. We have done this one. Now we will look into.
Is this ABCD?
Let us go back with
This
question answers.
ABCD.
Okay, let us look into the line scheme. You see, border order, AA. Quickly do it, line scheme. Do
When
it.
should we write it?
Write in the book. You will write, if you take border as A, then order will be also A.
A.
Then tour will become B, door
Then
will
door
also become B.
Yes, ma'am.
Four door,
Ma'am, shoulder, shoulder will become
shoulder,
C.
shoulder, they are, yes, they are used.
Ma'am, but client is not
Glasses.
client will become C, tag will become D, then shoulder, shoulder will become E.
Right, E. You see, every stanza is ending with a couplet. Couplet means the two lines are rhyming with each other. Okay?
Passes and grasses. This is also
Right, that is what.
and so A, B, C, D, E, F, F.
Correct.
Hey, this is-
Okay, then the next stanza. You see,
Approach
every
is
stanza is
coaches.
different.
Approaches coaches. So A.
Wait, don't tell. Put on your own.
I want it is-
Why erase and it's already. You know it anyways, later. Next stanza. Actually, the rhyme scheme is very important from the context of this poem.
Approaches. Ma'am, course across is rhyming.
No. Wait, say,
Course and across is not.
wait, say.
Station D.
Yeah.
That makes sense. A, B, A, C,
Name,
this,
So you remember the book. Right?
I thought we were going to do this season.
You have many images in this already over. I will bring it for you because you are alone with the last. So we make the reference. You already know it right now. It is a consequential question.
Stop.
Wherever we have time, we will bring this volume bit. Not, say, wherever we have time today, whenever you ask us time.
Ma'am, but this time there was a test of like, act, I have to see one.
I
Actually, there are three one mention three comes, act to become.
am mandatory there.
Many areas.
Yeah, in India.
I'm गाँव
Ma'am, because clear that too.
Yes.
Act to.
मैं गाँव गया
Ma'am, because I was in I was in hometown during that time, so I wanted to make act. Ma'am, act one was seen there.
मैं गाँव गया
Concept. तू ले जा ले जा
भाई
I didn't say I don't think I'm like
Why didn't you sit for that? More.
Ma'am, it's according to
Yes, ma'am, exam thoughts are no. No, mine- Yes.
But your exam was in, from today's, what was the actual exam?
Act one,
and one change. And later season was
That is why it's a simple.
arrangement of this season was tough. Boku was easy.
It was not tough, but ma'am, it was actually from a volume only, ma'am, I told you.
July season was not from our volume because in our volume it is given from Shakespeare's account and not from the personal character's account.
Reference to एक ही हुआ ना.
But I will tell, act one, act two, for the whole come is there. I remember we have same act one, act one.
Yes, it was okay.
Yeah,
Because short, short,
act
it's
one,
okay.
the scene one, scene two. We have for.
When is your test?
Next Tuesday, 29.
Okay, then I will come to act one same, okay? Okay,
Because during scene two.
Have you done?
Not the.
Maybe.
Done, then we will brush up act one same. Done. You're doing nothing, other?
But in margin was like that.
Also, it will be in margin, same. Quickly start. Now those who have finished,
Yes, ma'am.
finished.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, return to page number 110, volume 110 and quickly start doing. You do one thing now, let us exchange, Shobhit, you go at the back. You come here. Have you brought your volume?
Yes, no.
You have the volume, okay, let us do, and sit down. Only he doesn't have. You have? But today we are doing two, right? Okay, take out page number 110 and quickly solve the MCQs.
And the access rules are very.
Everybody asks, they-
One who all here to feel itself forgotten faith, that is above assonance वाला यहाँ पर assonance option ही नहीं है, it's literally device English.
noting your action.
Electrics नहीं
Metaphor भी नहीं है.
better भी qualification है please.
Personification, she passes. The
I'm
next
second
is
one. I'm second one.
can add to feel itself forgotten.
But this is a question.
It is a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
Rhetorical question means
अरे
you
वाह.
ask the question without expecting an answer. Okay, for example, suppose I am giving a speech. Rhetorical question is a very important device. Suppose I am giving a speech. Okay, so I ask the question, how many of us pick up the wrapper and throw it in the dustbin?
I don't.
Okay,
I
so I am giving a speech. Now, whenever you are writing a speech, na, ICSE board, there is speech writing in every standard. They are supposed to use at least one rhetorical question. So rhetorical question means you are asking a question, the poet is asking without expecting an answer from the reader. Okay, right? Now, have you read the poem Tiger, Tiger, Burning Bright?
Yes, ma'am, yeah, it is standard.
Yes.
Yeah.
By Blake, it's a very, very famous poem of Blake. And there are many rhetorical questions used. Okay, so you did not learn about rhetorical questions there because there are rhetorical questions which is a very important poetic device in that poem. Okay, so rhetorical questions are basically when you put questions without expecting a reply from the readers, you just question it, you restructure and write it in the form of a question. You know, but actually the answer is also intended, the answer is also implied in that question itself.
And also telling that who can be forgotten.
That means actually it is not a proper question. He's saying that who can be, who would like to be forgotten. That means nobody would like himself to be forgotten by others.
हम तो बोलते हैं ना.
Answer is there inside the question itself.
What is identity?
Difference between appearance and reality. I have done this when we had done ICSE. What is irony? If I say, okay, irony means when there is a difference between appearance and reality. So it appears to be something else, but it is actually something else. You intend to say something else. Okay, done, finished.
ना थर्ड वाले का सी हो गया
Slow, calm, and
Okay, select the correct option that displays the characteristics of the
methodical.
methodical means if there is a particular method of doing.
yes ma'am to make sound 135
134 लग रहा है.
नहीं 135 is left and
Option में 135 6 तो नहीं रह सकता. दो ऑप्शन तो कट होंगे. 6 तो नहीं रह सकता. 135.
जैसे भी नहीं हो सकता भी एंट्री का एक
Yes, it is not exact. It has to be 135. Okay. So these is repeated numerous times in the body letters. What is the purpose of the
Make letter and packages.
people
Us sleeping people
who bring letters and packages?
yeah.
sleeping people was ना
Yeah.
अगर रिपीट हुआ है पूरे पोएम में sleeping
No, letters word is
ज्यादा
Okay, take out your notebooks quickly. ये जो आपका the first any one reference to the context. Do the next one. Only one reference to the context.
Yes, ma'am.
Only one reference to the context.
And here.
Azam.
Yeah.
No.
I really feel that.
We will take up previous exam. You quickly write this. We will for revision. We will take up a revision. We have some exam next Tuesday. Act 1, scene 2.
Scene 2.
Which one?
Act 1 scene 2
We Act 1, scene 2.
no Act 1 scene and Act 1 scene 2
One is done. So Act 1, scene 2. We will quickly do a revision on that. You have already sat for the test for F1 3.
No, ma'am, I did not.
Ma'am, I did not.
I did not give F1 Sigma, I did not give F1 Sigma, I did not give F2 Sigma.
I didn't give any of the.
But it's time.
Ma'am, still you will enjoy activity.
Okay, we will.
मैम कभी की किसी ने पढ़ा एग्जाम करने थे मैम मैं यूट्यूब पर यूट्यूब चालू करके ट्रांसलेशन में मैं कर रहा था कि उसको पढ़ ही लिया
भाई मैम का रिकॉर्ड लेक्चर
Now, okay, then this celebration we have. We will start to we will start today.
इसको एक्ट हाँ खुद करेगा इससे इतना
अरे बोल रहा है तीन सिंपल है
Stream 1 is simple. I want to include stream
no
तीन तो भी स्टार्टिंग में सिंपल
there are ones in right
सारे सिंपल लगते हैं.
Then you should have told me before the exam started. You should have like, then we could have, last 10-15 minutes, we could have revised, because Julius Caesar was done long time back. That is the reason why it is appearing to be tough for you.
मैम मेरे को नहीं लग रहा है.
अरे रिकॉर्डिंग एक्सेस में तेरे को इतना तो तू देख ले
According, I don't think it was done properly.
oh starting that Sharduna Sarga there was one more girl was there so online lectures were not recorded properly
yes ma'am it was I saw
you saw you got the definition for it
You are wasting time. I will not heal you. If you don't confuse.
अरे मैम
And then revision of Act 1 same thing. Only Act 1 same thing because he has an exam.
heading for bit of. The nightmare is heading for bit of because मैं रहा.
that is Scotland
इधर लिखा है पैराग्राफ में लिखा है. नहीं ना. ये पहले दूसरा.
अरे but the right name is
हाँ बेटा लिखना पड़ेगा ना पैराग्राफ में दिए है. साढ़े पैराग्राफ है. साढ़े पैराग्राफ पहले दूसरा.
ma'am what will be the answer for this ma'am where is the night heading where is the night heading for Scotland or wait a bit of
Heading for it will be Aberdeen.
मैम everybody
this ma'am look my narrative
look here ma'am here it is written fully from bit of
ma'am that only
मैम इसके लिए तो बेटा बोल रहा हूँ मैं उसके
This heading, according to this, it is heading. It is climbing up and then it is going down to Glasgow. Right, Glasgow is in Scotland.
so ma'am Scotland will be the answer
मैम आपने बोला था मैम रेफरेंस के टाइम पे पहले का नहीं लेते मैम पहले की कुछ नहीं बात का भी नहीं लेते.
इधर से किधर जा रहा है
Let's stop at the corner and the girl next door pick up bit of a state.
लंदन से किधर जा रहा है
Okay, you write bit of.
Hey, Scotland Scott Edinburgh
Aberdeen.
अरे
The final destination is
ma'am
Aberdeen.
what is free basing means
No, ABER.
Aberdeen
B-E-R
Then DW.
DEE
Now you have the
big talk आएगा कि
Scotland आएगा, the big dog, right?
Big dog. हमने तो पहला पैराग्राफ है दूसरा पहले
हाँ बट स्कूल में थोड़ा सा ऐसा वो है कि मतलब if it's like asked about where is the train like right में नहीं मैम final destination बोलना है I was writing only the main answer
So you can say that it is putting
तो
up
पहले
the
मैंने सुना है कि हेडिंग को बनाना है तो हेडिंग को बनाना है आगे का लिखो
dog.
व्हाट इज कैरी में लिखना पड़ेगा ना कैरी तो डबल
even right and
क्या मैं बोल रहा था आयुष ने ये वाला पैरा पढ़ा था तो काम चलेगा
ma'am
ये क्या है
any
ये
answer
तो
to the
आई कैरी द
ma'am the next question what does it carry can we write leave a line right because ma'am
हम इट ओनली कैरी लेटर्स हम कनेक्टेड
No, according to the.
carries letters for the loved ones
पर मैं तो बात को बोला नहीं
letters for the rich as well नहीं ma'am it carries check postal order And letters for the richer.
It brings check, postal orders and letters for both rich and poor.
Yes, it brings check, postal order, letters for the rich and for the poor.
आपको carry होएगा ना
It carries letters simple.
Letters you need to write all three.
postal orders और क्या था postal order letters postal order
Heading for
Check.
checks बेटा हो गया carry over
See, actually, it is always safer to write all. It from, it is, big job then, to Scotland and finally to avoid. Write everything.
मैम अभी मैंने दे दिया हमारा
Now we have to ask this question, second question.
How does the mail train start its,
no.
letters for the coming from the signature of this.
I mean, that's fine. Yes, no.
So it shows that,
There's no easiest question.
and the letters are meant for everyone irrespective of socio-economic background.
Social.
Socio-economic background.
Yeah.
Okay, so the letters are meant for everyone irrespective of socio-economic background, which means it gives importance to each and every person. Okay.
Letters of love, postal order and.
Letters for the rich, letters for the poor. What is mistake?
The first question, it carries letters for love, letters of love, postal order and.
Letters of love, no. It carries check, carries postal order and letters for the rich and for the poor.
how does the brain journey how to
The millstone started journey first by process.
Any answer you want to attempt it on ourselves.
Jab tu chilla, the millstone.
Okay, number 3, how does the mail train start its journey and how?
The
will you
mail train
describe that?
starts its journey by crossing the border.
Yes, so you will describe that part.
I'm 2 minutes running
Yeah, please write, and don't use and too many times. Use full stops.
अब दूसरा तो यूज नहीं है पर एंड भी यूज नहीं
I will have to use full stops.
ठीक है ये
That is why I'm making you write so that, by writing you actually overcome all your.
You have annual marks on this and.
You write your own.
तो आधा तो लिखे 3 कौन लिखेगा बाकी
थोड़ा रिमेम्बर करने दे सब
Yeah, that's the one that.
अरे तुम दोनों जानते हो यार
Instigating.
मैम दोनों शुगर से तुमने नहीं लिखा
I don't know why you are fighting so much.
No, actually not.
Civil what happened, he's instigating me and then I.
Both are instigating each other. Now we both fight.
And what
ना
to
वो
do?
marks देख के थोड़ा दोनों में.
You continue, don't come like this.
How does the mail train start its journey?
because it's a border
How does it start its journey?
The crossing river.
So whatever is written in the extract. So how does it start its journey? It crossing the border. It starts its journey. And how could you describe it? It crosses, it goes against the gradient. Right? It has to overcome the obstacle to climb up. It passes the cotton grass and the mold land border.
Well, as it goes steeps above the gradient, it also comes descends down again.
Yeah, but that is not here.
Describe it. You can describe it.
So you have to describe like this. So it goes against the gradient as it moves up the hill. But still it is, no, but still it is like that. And it crosses the cotton grass and the moorland boulders. So it talks about all the obstacles that it overcomes while moving up the hill. Right, hills, it's a hill, so it is big, it is the hills made with big boulders. It has to cross all those. Then you also have to say that the shovels of snow
Turning past
moves
the-
fast forward, it moves fast. It moves over its shoulder, it goes fast. And then it snorts as it passes. It makes sounds as it passes. As it passes and crosses the silent bent grasses.
It goes against the gradient. So
It goes against the gradient as it climbs up. But still it stays on time. It is, the train still runs on time. But
but the train,
And absolutely stay by.
but the train is absolute punctual.
the train is still on time.
The main part is. तो मैम ये तो 400 तो हम थर्ड आंसर में लिख दिया
Actually, ma'am,
Describe the regions, you just mention the regions it passes.
the gradient,
Ma'am, can we do
but the gradient, the silent grasses,
Silent grasses,
the dark meadows,
cotton grass, then moorlands. That's all.
So ma'am, can we write one third, second part as well as fourth answer? So no extra minutes.
no ma'am.
Right. But this answer will be very to the point. Only the types of land you have to write commas in them. How does the poem describe the Glasgow area?
That's the silent grasses, the gradient, the dark meadows, and
Meadows is not mentioned anywhere. Where is it mentioned? The moorland is there. And how has Glasgow been described? It is an industrial belt. How is that described?
means by having larger furnaces.
You write that. Write that. It's an important question.
how does the poet describe Glasgow area later in the poem? Right, you get it?
There's the map.
Yes, down to the fields of apparatus, fields of furnaces, dark plains looking like gigantic jet.
Actually मैं ना पे डिस्क्राइब करते हैं जैसे की तरह वो लिखते हैं ये सब नहीं लिखना है
Right. How does the poet describe here? How does the poet describe? So it
Describe Glasgow
describes industrial plains.
as an industrial belt
मेरे
using the imageries of
Like grade of
Yes.
plains.
right.
Like
Very good.
fields of
Yeah.
apparatus and furnaces and dark plains like gigantic
Right.
plains.
Okay, so he uses imageries while describing the industrial belt, and then all the images that are used here will write. And to show with the 29th is your exam, right? 28th we have a class. Will you be coming on the 28th? Yes. Okay, so what do you have in the exam?
Act one, scene one, act one, scene two.
Yes, fine. You have already started. So what you can do is you go through the volumes parallel. Okay, and also the meanings from the text. And then in the next class, we will take up Act 1 scene.
Next class of this.
This class we will have given the complete. It is a long one. Yeah.
done
This is also the question answers.
And
Done. See, don't write this paper. 2 plus 4.
हम वो आपके बाद में बोले थे पर मैंने नहीं किया था
You need to write it gives importance to everything, irrespective of their socioeconomic background.
हमें
Gives important, no, I understood, but write the word gives importance to everything. Instead of writing, it does not discriminate, you will write gives importance to everything. Understood?
Okay.
Write in the positive way. Its journey. What does this apostrophe suggest? No, you can read. What is the difference between these two?
नमाज पढ़ने के बारे में बता दें it's
No, this apostrophe means when this is a contraction. It means it is.
contraction
Okay, so it is. If you write means and using apostrophe, it means it is. Okay, but here it is not it is. It is. It is the possessive case that we are using.
How can anyone call me? I have written it in it.
yeah
It gives importance. Right? It gives importance to both. So everyone, irrespective of their economic background, socio-economic. Socio. The class is not over yet. Sit down, we still have 10 minutes.
what should I do
Why are you going to the washroom now? Sit down. Go after 5 minutes.
I'm doing that
Go.
What a
at reception
Yes, that is fine. So that's an industrial bed. Give.
the medic practice, the answer.
It gives importance to everyone.
नहीं गए ना मैंने चेक कर लिया
Fine.
And the next one can be very
No, we will go through the questions which are given here because the answers are written very long. So we will go through the question answer. We will go through.
Come the next context will do in the next slide.
Write everything up. Yeah.
That's fine. After I wrote, you told.
So I will get so all. Okay, fine. Now what we will do, go back. We will go through the question answers and everything. Okay, that's all at once. All at once.
अरे क्या कर रहे हैं
अरे क्या
Yeah.
हम टेकिंग अब मैं अंदर
Right.
बैठूंगी राइट्स ठीक है किया
Okay, now here, look here, page number 107. Come to page number 107. Page number 107. Volume 107. And whose first is this?
And mine.
I'm to check here.
Yes,
It's our answers.
yes. I checked in front. Why, okay, why has the poet used this in the first line of the extract? What does the poet mean by the night name?
And you obviously have the attention of the
Silently, we will go through it and then I'll ask you the answer.
Nothing.
Over, other answer.
But now we
Read all the answers.
Yes, read all the 5 questions. Read all the 5 questions. Read all the 5 questions I'll ask you. Over all 5 questions. The first 5, go through all the answers.
Because it is written during the 1930s in the UK, the nightmare was a train service that was responsible for delivering mail across the country. Inside the country.
It was inside Britain, na?
Across the country means inside. Across means when we are crossing from one
Borders.
to the other.
State के borders.
Cross.
State के borders देते ना.
Yes.
Another colony.
It is correct across the country.
Oh, you would have it.
Across the country to all around the country.
No, yeah, everywhere inside the country.
Inside the country, like Scotland to certain country.
Across the country.
Across the country over here represent Great Britain. Got it? Over.
That's very but different.
United Kingdom. Okay. So with the first question, why this is used in the night?
Ma'am, this is
Okay.
this is used in the first time where as the poet aims to grab an attention towards the night.
Okay, Azam, the next question.
अरे मैम क्वेश्चन तो पढ़ने नहीं देना.
How is the night made?
That is looking in the book. नहीं गलत है.
क्वेश्चन तो पढ़ने से.
Question मैं बोल रही हूँ एकदम.
How is the night made different from the regular trains?
And the night of mail was specific to carry mails and during the night.
What did I say? Repeat.
At night, normal train don't carry mail. Night mail was specifically carrying mails across the country during the night.
Mail service, right? Okay. Yes. Tell me.
The normal trains that run from the country are the normal trains that are passengers train, and this train is a train which is used to transport emails or letters of the loved ones.
It's only
Mails or the letters of the loved ones to their loved ones across the country during the night.
don't use the word loved ones because it can be official mails also. Right? So it is basically used to deliver letters and different types of mails. Okay. at the night time. Okay, so so here you see, unlike the ordinary passenger trains, the night mail was not equipped to transport people.
अरे मैं आपको पढ़ रही हूँ उसमें. Oh, it's not allowing me to read.
Unlike ordinary passenger trains, the night mail was not equipped to transport people, but rather focused solely on delivering mails. Oh, fine. Next question, the extract shows that the night does not discriminate among the people, the night mail. How does the night mail does not discriminate among the people?
Because the poet uses the line that letters for the poor, letters for the rich to show that there was no discrimination based on the caste, religion. They were equally
It's about caste, but yeah, socio-economic background.
they were equally given importance and they were not discriminated on
Other socio-economic background.
the
Fine.
it gives them importance to everybody.
Correct. Now give two examples. Give two examples of the use of rhymes in the extract.
And two examples of the use of rhymes in this.
And what role does it play?
This the poem is and grasses passes and then boulder and shoulder. And then the role it plays that it helps to like produce a lyricism so that they can connect.
Connectivity. Very good.
And
So
also,
that's a connectivity,
and
right?
also they have to contract between different places.
And also place, absolutely. So the connectivity is brought about. In the next class, I don't know what is it, I think in the next class.
I mean, what to do basically is still that. But only for one poem.
Should I ask Sir Samir sir to go?
Can you next one?
Yeah.
But isn't applicable for everyone. Like,
And we also want to get this.
That is what I want to revise for everyone. Should I ask Samir sir to do some revision?
I mean, another online journey.
Samir sir does it on, because I cannot debate the topic that is given already. Understood? So I was doing it that day because the poem was a very simple one, so we finished the poem in half an hour and half an hour. Did it. I'll check one minute, just wait for a minute. Because he has an exam, therefore, and since he was not there during the time when he was done, so he knows everything.
You know everything.
Yeah, yeah. He knows. I just want to check. Yeah. He knows, because it has already been done. In the next class, we have a doctor's journal entry. Yeah, doctor's journal entry. Now, we have to do that. So first we will complete that and then we will take up the question. You go through the question. You know the story. If you go through the answers. Tomorrow then I'll come to it.
Okay.
I mean, in the next class, it will be easier. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Oh, you have done.